The Red Wolf.
What is it?
The Red Wolf.
The Red Wolf. I love some of these names, man. These are awesome. Darrin wearing the anime shirt there. I'm not too versed in anime, so I don't know which shirt that is, but oh, I see an Avatar hoodie on his coach there, so looks like they're into it, man. I went backstage and talked to Darrin and asked him the usual lineup. I said, hey, what do you do? Tell me a little bit about yourself. He didn't have a whole lot to say either. I almost had to pull the information from him. I said, come on, man, tell me, what do you do? He said, oh, I'm a mold setter by day. And he said, you know, I really just like to go home and play video games and chill with my kids, man. I said, that's cool, man. It's, you know, it sounds like almost everybody else I know. I asked him what his favorite game was. He said Dark Souls. I don't know if you know anything about video games, but that game made me want to break my controller within like 2 minutes.
What's it called?
Dark Souls. Don't play it. I don't recommend it. Unless you're a hardcore gamer, forget about it. If you guys have beat the game, good on you. That's not for me, man.
My video game experience consists of Candy Crush. I'm on like level 4,562.
Oh, well.
Not to brag or anything.
Not to brag or anything, but nothing too serious. And I don't know anything about anime, other than I know a lot, like, you know, because I'm a school teacher. I know a lot of kids like to draw anime, but I don't know. I am a fan of Pokemon. Is that anime?
It is, yeah.
Well, there you go. I guess I do like anime.
Oh, I hope you brought your earplugs, Gina.
Absolutely. Young guy coming up here. Love to watch him.
Blake Alvey fights out of 502 MMA, and he's a young fella. He's only 20 years old now, but he's been training since he was 14. So he's got 6 years of training experience, and he's been fighting for 2 years. You know, they won't let you fight MMA until you're 18, but he took his first fight the first week after turning 18 years old. So about as experienced as you can be at 20 years old.
I think he says he's 3-2, and what else should we know about him? He says that he will be a champion, and I believe it. I think he's got the drive for it. I remember him, you know, because obviously my son is 18, about his age. He was wrestling, but he was also competing in jiu-jitsu as a youth. So I remember him competing in jiu-jitsu and doing very well. So he's got a lot of combat sport experience. And now he's entering into the cage and putting it to use in mixed martial arts.
6 years experience stepping in right now at such a young age. Nothing but potential for Blake Alvey.
Says he wants to shout out Area 502, his mom Stacy, his dad Bob, and his girlfriend Jules. They're excited for this fight.
This fight is in the future of fighting 145 amateur weight class. And fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 foot 10 inches tall with a weight of 145 pounds. He is a veteran of the sport with 20 amateur MMA bouts.
Wow.
Fighting out of Kentucky, Darrin.
How did we miss that one, Gina? We said 20 amateur fights.
You what?
20 amateur fights.
This guy? That's a lot of experience.
Oh. I think it's obvious who the crowd favorite is here tonight.
Yeah, I
but
think somebody that is a very big fan of Blake Alvey sitting close to the stage.
close to the commentator's booth. Double check that door.
All right, both these guys obviously have a lot of experience. That one, oh, coming out with the kicks, 20 fights, and
Big head kick from Darrin already immediately. Blake looking to find a home for that cross.
Darrin Hardin's coming out a little more game than I expected him to.
For sure. Oh,
nice
big
takedown.
takedown trip for Blake Alvey. And it looks like Darrin is going to have to fight off an armbar attempt here early. Oh, and he's tapping immediately. Wow. That was a quick victory for Blake Alvey. Armbar win.
Blake Alvey going to 4-2. Said, I am the future. I believe it.
Tell you what, I do too, Gina. Yeah, we hear ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, with only 37 seconds into the first round, your winner,
Got a set of lungs.
There's this cheering section right there behind us.